No trip to Centralia, of course, would be complete without the bench. This old bench here takes on just has a much more somber appearance to it in the cold winter. Oh, now that little block there, that is the Centralia time capsules I mentioned before. I made a verbal typo, so to say. On it, it is stamped 1966, but the date of opening will be 2016, not 2006 as I said in my August 2007 videos. Would have been like to have been here when the American Legion posts were still open. This area here used to be the McDonnell Dairy. The McDonnell Dairy opened in the early to mid 1930s, and according to grandson of dairy owner, the owner of the dairy, the McDonnell Dairy closed down in 1948. Of course, that was 14 years before the fire even started, so that's not really a casualty of the fire, but it's interesting that there used to be a pretty decent business over here. McDonnell Dairy milk bottles fetch a pretty good price on eBay as well as the collector's market. You'll notice that this street here has a median in it. This is called Railroad Drive because at one time in the median there ran a railroad, the name of which escapes me at this time. Now, and I can't even remember whether or not the railroad was torn out before the fire started or not. This is the north section of town again. This is one of the few sections of Centralia that isn't really have snowplows. Yet look over here. Of course, this road actually leads up to a decent, we'll take one up towards Aristides and Numidia. Well, for a town of 9 people, they sure have better snow removal than where I live, which has close to 50,000. Gee. To the mayor of my city, a suburb of Akron, Ohio, I challenged the mayor to try to do better than this town. Better snow removal for a town of 9 people. Amazing, isn't it? And so ends another trip to Centralia. Now that it's wintertime, you can better yet see the remnants of the town. Like way up there. So there's a street up there, you can see the remnants of Railroad Drive in the background. And even now, you can still see Hammy's Hill smoking in the distance. And to show that Centralia is not without life, look what we have there off in the distance. Christmas decorations. There might not be much left here, but the residents take a lot of pride in their town, and that's good. Just because the state left Centralia and hung them out to dry and left them for goners all those years ago doesn't mean people have to give up hope or taking pride in what is theirs. This is a community with resolve, a community that faces hardship, and a community that, even though Eventually, the last person will either pass away or move on. This is a town that's survived against all odds. And good for them. Good for them for not being bullied by the state. So with that in mind, I bid you all a fond farewell. If you're watching these videos on YouTube and get inspired to visit, please feel free to message me, and I will tell you any information you'd like to hear. Thank you for watching. So long.